everybody, this is Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Happy to see you today. Today's cards are done on request. I had a lady who was on my Facebook business page ask me about a couple of cards that I had done at Christmas time and if I had a video for them. And I said I didn't yet, but I would happily make one. So that's what I'm doing today. This is a very similar design to what I did on the Christmas ones. I'll actually put a picture up so you can see the actual ones she was asking about. The design is very similar. I'm going to just recreate it slightly different today, different sentiment so that it's a little more versatile. But the concept, you can add anything that you're using a silhouette for, or really any kind of scene you want to build inside this style of card. So it starts with, I'll show you the products I'm using today. I have the Home Sweet Home stamp set from Simon Says Stamp, which is where the sentiments came from on the first two cards. I have the neighborhood die from 2020 as well from Simon Says Stamp. This is one that I actually use a fair bit still. I've got some paper from Craft Consortium. This is the Inky Drops and the Candy. The colors are just stunning and so fun to play with. And it really, this one I picked for this card, it really reminds me kind of a cool, neat night sky. This is the Swiss Dots embossing folder from Gina K Designs, and then we'll go from there. So I'm starting with a couple of different things. I have a landscape card in the 5.5 by 4.25. So that is a side fold card this way or a top fold card this way, depending on how you're using it. I have a piece of the Pretty Designer paper that this one is a 5.25 by 3. I have got a 2-inch by 5.25-inch piece of paper that I have run through the embossing folder, as you can see, for the Swiss Dots, and that gives me the sky and the ground. I just like the texture, and I've run the die through on some heavyweight black cardstock here. This is about 110 pound. It's a real dark black. Now you have two options. You can leave it intact, and the way this one cuts, you're just going to snip off the edges here, and then you can pop it all loose. And you can leave it intact on the line. And on heavyweight cardstock, that is easy to maneuver. Or if you're using a lighter weight, like I did on this sample here, I've snipped it all apart to be able to position, depending on how steeply you want to cut. Like if you're really cutting steep hills here, then you might want them separate so you can tuck them in easier. And I've got two options here. I did one where I've added dimension. Oops. I've added dimension, so you can see here there's some foam tape in behind, and then I've tucked the houses in. And this one I did flat, so you can do it either way. So this is really simple. What we're going to do here is I'm going to take my, do I want a daytime sky or do I want a purpley blue sky? There is the tough question. I think I like the purple and blue. No, I think I'm going to go blue, just like a nice daytime sky. Or early evening, I suppose, is more accurate with a black silhouette against the sky. So I have some liquid glue and a fine tip bottle. Makes it really easy to maneuver on little die cut pieces. So I am trying to make sure that I'm giving equal space on the sides so that when I line up my papers, that they'll sit correctly. There we go. It's a little off, but I can trim that if I need to. So there, we're going to start with that. Now, with this one, I'm just going to go take a second here, and I'm going to punch out all the centers. I hadn't done that yet. Okay, I'm going to come back in with this, and I'm going to position it and kind of get an idea of where I want it to sit on the card. And then I'm going to take my Swiss Dots, and I'm going to give it a little swooshy, but not a lot. I really want it fairly straight so that I'm not having to cut that apart. And I do apologize if there's clanking. I know my earpiece that I use for recording picks up a lot of sound. I'm looking into other options. We're just not quite there yet. Use one of my magnets to hold that in place. Position. I usually put the wider piece on the bottom for the sentiment, but because I'm going with a slim one, this is Tailored Expressions. I think I could put the smaller one on the bottom, and we're going to see how it took. And I don't even mind if it shows a little of the, because it just looks like a road. me see if the other one works better. And the nice thing is, it is just paper. You can trim it more if you don't like how the angle is. You can cut it straight across. There's no reason you have to do an angle. It's just a me thing. Yeah, I think I have to cut that a little flatter. There we go. That'll work better. And I will cut some foam tape for this one and pop it up. And all I do is I run it along the bottom edge. Because I want to be able to tuck, try to keep it in light. Try to tuck the, oops. Good thing if you're quick with foam tape, you can usually lift the edges. I was a little exuberant with that there. Do the other one as well. One and then two. These are Spellbinders little scissors. These are amazing. The non-stick is great. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Just run it along the bottom edge. Or top edge, depending on which side this goes on. It's a little short, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so let's pick. Okay, so my trick for this is that I fold back a little bit of the adhesive, this stuff, you know, the cover, and then lining it up so that I'm trying to get a even border at the side and at the, I'm going to peel the other end, sorry, because I'm going to match it to this corner first. So peel back and fold the backing, take your corner and then line it up with your paper and your bottom edge so that you're, you know, relatively close to being even. And then I'm going to hold this down and I'm pulling the paper tail, and then that will hold it fairly even when I'm doing it that way. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the top. You can also add liquid adhesive if you want for a little bit of float time. That's a Kathy Zilski tip, that if you're working with foam tape or anything like that and you need just a little extra time, a little bit of liquid adhesive on your foam tape will buy you just a little, bit of time. It really is hard to do this and not put my head over things, but you don't want to see my hair today, I promise. As you can tell, I'm a little on the horse side, not feeling the greatest. It is that time of year after Christmas and holidays and all the things and far too much sugar. Alrighty, so we've got that all lined up, and you can see where you can really use this technique and tuck anything in here. You could put florals in, you could put a silhouette in, you could do anything with it. It's really versatile design. So I'm going to take this, and a little bit of glue. I don't want too much. I don't want it to ooze out the windows and stuff, so I try to be a little bit careful. But it does dry clear, worst case scenario. Okay. And I'm going to tuck, because as I said, I've left the top open, so I can tuck this in here as far down as you want, space it, and then hold. There we go, nice and straight. And I'm going to take this one here. And as I said, this is a Tailored Expressions set. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I will put all of it in the description below. I love these because you stamp out a whole bunch of sentiments at one time, and there's another die that cuts out all of them, and then you've got a die that also cuts the banner, so everything matches beautifully. Give that a little, sorry, I'm going to pick that one up. Give it a little more balance here. Come on, come, cooperate. Ah! All right. We leave in the boo-boos because we all do them. That is life and crafting. No such thing as perfection. All right, I've got that. And I've done the black to tie it in with the houses. just for balance of color. And the silver I like because it goes with the blue. It's kind of like a pewter embossing on there. And I'm going to center that here. Grab my little T-square. Sorry. Try and get that straight. Oh, gracious. Tweezers. Just struggling this tonight. I've had to refilm this because, you know, if you don't hit the on button correctly, it's amazing how nothing records. Here we go. Fairly centered, not bad. And there. Okay, I'm just going to set a block on here for a minute and hold it down. It really can be a neat system. I might try a couple more of these this weekend with just florals in it and see what it looks like. So there. Within a few minutes, it's easy to create. Okay, and here we go. So this is the one we just finished. Here's the two samples I also made earlier when I forgot to hit that record button. I do hope that you have found this helpful, that there's some great tips in here, that you can see a design that you can use in many different ways. A thumbs up is always appreciated if you like what you've seen. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you. Ring the bell for notifications so you'll know the next time I put a video out. And if you have any questions or suggestions, anything that you would like to see that I can help you with, please let me know. I'm always got an open ear for that. In the description below, you will also find links to the products that I can link, that I do have, that are still available. Or if I see something that's comparable, I will link that as well. Some of my links are affiliate links. If you do use them, I earn a small commission that goes towards supporting my channel and helping it grow and being able to teach more. I do appreciate it very much. Affiliate links don't cost you anything. They just help us out as creators. Thank you for being here today. I do appreciate your time. And thank you for the question on how to do these. I really like the challenge. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.